Preview.
What is the net worth of Jack Black? The wealthiest celebrities. About Jack Black. Most well known for his leading roles in the 2000s in movies like Shallow Hal, Year One, and School of Rock, Jack is now best known for starring in the Jumanji remake and its sequel. He's a big part in not one but $2 billion franchise, and is probably the only man in the world who can claim to have been nominated for a Kids' Choice Award and to be the guitarist and lead singer of a heavy metal band. Black became a star thanks to his many supporting roles in the late 90s and early 2000s, but there was one that can be attributed to his breakout role more than any other. In 2000, he scored a supporting role in High Fidelity, where he acted alongside John Cusack. He then went on to lead several movies more catered to families, such as Nacho Libre, Shallow Hal, Goosebumps, and The Kung Fu Panda. American actor, comedian, and musician Jack Black has an estimated net worth of $55 million as of 2022. Black had maintained a YouTube channel called Jablinski Games since 2018. Musically, he is known for his work with bandmate Kyle Gass for their heavy metal music under the name of Tenacious D. They even went on to bizarrely adapt the debut album in the theatrical movie, which featured the lead singer of Foo Fighters and guitarist of Nirvana, Dave Grohl, as the devil. Though the movie might not have been a huge box office success, it was certainly one of the greatest and most expensive commercials ever, as it introduced millions of people to the band's music. In recent years, he has become a prominent figure on YouTube and currently has 4.6 million subscribers, as Jablinski Games, a project that was originally intended to be a way of bonding with his son who serves as editor of the channel. The channel has since turned into a lucrative project as each upload tends to amass over 1 million views. Jack Black made an estimated $5 million for the 2017 remake of the Robin Williams classic Jumanji. This time set in a video game world, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle was a massive success thanks to the Black and co-stars Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. The movie went on to gross $962.5 million at the box office, which is a huge return on investments as the movie's budget is estimated to be as little as $65 million. The sequel Jumanji: The Next Level was subsequently fast-tracked based on the predecessor's success, and though it wasn't as profitable as the first movie, they upped the budget big time. It came in at the estimated $130 million to make the movie, and the creators, producers, and actors who were cut in on the take were no doubt still content with the $800 million in global box office earnings. Based on the original's profit, it only makes sense that Black would have negotiated his way into a much bigger salary than the one he got for the original, likely banking an estimated $12 million to $20 million from this one movie alone. Black is also the voice of the titular character in the animated movie franchise Kung Fu Panda, which has spawned 3 movies, 5 short films, and 2 animated television shows. The movies themselves have made more than $1.8 billion and has sparked 5 video games too. Though the third movie is over 4 years old and there has been no announcements of a sequel, Jeffrey Katzenberg, the CEO of DreamWorks Animation, is on record saying that he would like to see 3 more sequels after Kung Fu Panda 3. The movies have a great cinema score and they do fairly well with critics along with being commercial hits. There is no reason not to make more and outline Black pockets even more. It hasn't been reported that Black made for any of the Kung Fu Panda movies, but his fee per movie is usually around $8 million, and it's likely that with each successful entry in the franchise, his salary has gotten bigger and bigger. Kung Fu Panda is currently the 10th highest grossing animated franchise and the 3rd highest grossing DreamWorks Animation franchise, behind Madagascar and Shrek. Thanks to his acceptable and distinctive voice, not only did Black score the role of Kung Fu Panda, but he has also lent his voice to Shark Tale and Ice Age 2. It's easy to understand why Black has gotten the work he has as soon as you see his theatric mannerism or his eccentric voice. There's a reason he makes great kids movies, which makes sense once you watch School of Rock, which sees Black lead an ensemble cast of children who break up their uptight private school personas and become fun-loving musicians. The movie was a commercial and critical success, as it made a ton at the box office and is one of the few musical movies of the 2000s to have a great story and heart. Music is the underlining of most of Jack Black's vehicles, especially during his climb to stardom. His first big role in a movie, High Fidelity, is about the record store owner who ranks his love life like he will his favorite records. Then, of course, you've got School of Rock, and finally, Jack Black's Baby, Tenacious D, and The Pick of Destiny. Black walks a tightrope between starring in child-friendly movies more often than not alongside children too, and taking roles that are completely too grown up for children, such as playing the owner of the adult website YouPorn in the Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel movie Sex Tape, or playing a drug-addicted movie star in the now comedy classic Tropic Thunder. The most spectacular thing is he approaches both sides with the exact same mindset and mannerism. He's always the same slapstick, white, silly Jack Black. Black's total net worth. Jack Black originally started earning salaries of around $1 to $2 million per movie in the early 2000s, like the $2 million paycheck he earned for Shallow Hal in 2001. Since then, he has earned far more, with salaries as high as $8 to $10 million for a handful of movies. Still, in total, Jack Black has earned around $85 million in career earnings. That is considering the sheer volume of movies and TV series that he has appeared in, as well as adding to his earnings throughout his production, writing, and behind-the-scenes work. He has also earned a small sum for his music and appearances that he has made as himself. Of that amount, 8 to 9 million is expected to have been paid in business-related costs. The remainder, 76.5 million, will have been taxed at the rate of around 48%, as Black has been residing in the state of California. And given the year that he has been active, after tax, it is estimated that his career earnings are at around $39.78 million, having paid $36.72 million in taxes. Jack Black married Tanya Hayden in 2006 and they remain together. They have 2 children together, Samuel Jason and Thomas David Black. In his home and personal life, it seems that Black is one not to rock the boat. In his youth, he struggled with substance abuse, including the use of cocaine. Having since left that world completely behind him, he enjoys to work on his music, his writing, and preparing for his various acting parts. In terms of where he has invested his career earnings, it's likely that he has made some investments into securities and not just real estate. It was made public that in 2010, Black purchased a property from guitarist Flea in Los Feliz, Los Angeles for $6 million. He also owns a Beverly Hills property which he bought for $3 million in 2005. Overall, from his real estate appreciation and far more so from his other investments, it is estimated that Jack Black is up $18 to $22 million after deducting likely fees, losses, and the principal. That is considering the market has performed so well during his career, but also it is unlikely that Black will have been in a position to fully capitalize on it. It is also likely that Black will have spent $6 to $7 million on himself and his family, including miscellaneous and required payments. However, he also likely possesses assets valued at around $34 million. Overall, that makes Jack Black's net worth a rounded down $55 million. Summing up, Jack Black has earned more than enough money for him to do whatever he wants, including starting his own production company, Electric Dynamite Production. However, the reason the company hasn't been mentioned until now is because it isn't very successful. Every movie the company produced tends to underperform or even flop miserably, but that doesn't seem to matter to Black, as he uses the company to fund his own passion projects. In the future, there aren't any announced projects on Black's state, but that doesn't mean he isn't working anything. Don't be surprised if you see the 3rd installment of Jumanji next year, or another Kung Fu Panda, or even another Goosebumps. For more videos, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel Celebrity.tn.